they have evolved the very best way of life, but we are not bound, like slavish imitators, to accept it as our mode. We find the methods used by others are suitable to our social environment, we shall adopt or adapt them. If we find them unsuitable, we shall reject them. Fighters for African freedom, I appeal to you in the sacred name of Mother Africa to leave this conference resolved to rededicate yourselves to the task of forming among the political parties in your respective countries a broad united front based upon one common fundamental aim and object, the speedy liberation of your territories. Don't let us also forget that colonialism and imperialism may come to us yet in a different guise, not necessarily from Europe. We must alert ourselves to be able to recognize this when it rears its head and prepare ourselves. This mid-20th century is Africa's.
Freedom Fighters, your coordinator, Ewa Hasi, Maminchiano. Namincha in Yanama Moshem or YouTube, Yanama more Facebook in Anna Michiamo, so baby GH Moakwaba, Ebenezer Ando, Michiao, Iminia, Jata, Michia, Ebusia Foa, Moaina, Jataba, Michiao, Sansona, Richmond Kofi, and so Hasi. Otuaba TV, and Ivory Bells, and so Ewa. Ebusiana is Sunday service there. You know, we provoke our thoughts into any better train komokakra. Komono angasa, ibitin komono angasa no. We'll be talking about time. We'll talk about change. And then we'll talk about discipline. Nyoma mi ensa we shanon song. You better train home komo because normally on Sunday service, you know, what I do is say, I give you food for thought for you to think about it. What you say? Maminchia Auntie Barbara was say, Amimana Kwaba. What I do is on Sundays, I bring you something for us to discuss about. So we'll be discussing about time and change, which is something that everybody in your mirror, in no so emrena no. Dear near bit to me, emrena ye. Enyan sachaye ewe ya brabo ti ebedi hu nkomo ewa ha sei sanso na ene asem abetodwa efa owura Kwesi Ahwoi ho na owura Kwesi Ahwoi de asem bi abetodwa ma ene NDC fo mpanyimfo no abo mu hu NDC mpanyimfo no ene yi wo mu bisabisa questions asem na Kwesi Ahwoi akoken say wunim Kwesi Ahwoi dia metu mebo ase mebo video na ma na mebo video ni wi a I will tell you who Kwesi Ahwoi etie amima Roberta Omare Akwaba Rawlings regime ni nyina no he was able to function deliver because of men like the Ahwoi family the Ahwois no and the bon modiana eja sebio womoboa Chairman Rawlings iti ene the Ahwoi for no and am almost unti ana Ora John Dramani Mahama went to me and to sue a friend is saying any other running mate apart from Nana Jane Opoku-Agyemang. The Ahwoi's family, when it comes to the NDC, they play a pivotal role in the NDC government. And the Ahwoi family, you cannot do without them. You can't Ahwoi family, no, woman. The Rothschild in a year NDC. Whatever they say becomes final. What you say, whatever the Ahwoi families know, whatever they say, it becomes final. They are brothers. In terms of knowledge, they are very, very, knowledgeable. You will be to say Kwesi Ahwoi, you will be to say Kwame Ahwoi, and you will be to say Atu Ahwoi. Now these gentlemen, almost sure University of Ghana, Legon, very brilliant chap. And during the days of the 1981 revolution, Rawlings needed people who were brainy, people who were brilliant, people who were fantastic when it comes to knowledge. He brought to a friend, he brought on board these brothers. And I must tell you, Obia But when it comes to the decision making of our great country, these brothers, I mean, wouldn't me empower. I mean, remember about a year book beer. One of the brothers, na we Professor Jane no Opoku-Agyemang, eja or make sure say eja wono ana eja working kind book ni nyina no make sure say brofo a wo book ni nyina no ebe kototin pepepe na yetimi publish the book. I'm not going to waste much time on who the Ahwois are, and I'm sure say a lot of people know the Ahwois already. And he means say mrebebre na mebo modin akobo the particular video no na wetie what Kwesi Ahwoi aka any ama the northern part of NDC no abo mu ama enkofo bi busa question say why would such a man make such utterance at this particular time. Yehe entie asemo Ahwoi Kwesi Ahwoi ekache Professor Opoku-Agyemang Nana Agyemang. Entie.
I was not prepared to be president at that time, but nature skewed things in such a way that President Mills had to give way to John Mahama. Anything can happen. So, Nana, be ever prepared, like your motto says. Be ready. Anything can happen, and you can become the president of the Republic of Ghana. Yeah, Nana. So,
it is a utie a year assembly me botchere we are. How do you make of it? Would the quiet be more a classroom and a classroom? The man has not become president, but already somebody is sitting somewhere. But I mean, use you a better word for him because he's not just anybody. He's not just an ordinary person in the NDC fraternity. He's a huge voice. And he's making such utterances. Now, Richie, hey, Miss Scout, I won't examine you, Abema. Anything can happen. Anytime, anything can happen. So now, no, Mahama should be careful because these Ahwoi brothers, you know. Abusia, share the video. I'm a John Boachia Kwa, I mean, Chairman, Richard, Prempe. Richard Prempe, a Biscout, Nana Prempe, Anna, or say, Kofi, Ewahasi, name at saying, now, TNU, Mahama, and they or up, why ye offer Professor Nana Opoku-Agyemang as the running mate. And he, Obebusa said, as some way seeing him. Assembly was a friend is saying a founding member. Our no eka MPP NDC one friend Kwesi Ahwoi. Anna ene one year omutro party. Nomination party edema Nana Opoku-Agyemang. Anna party national. A leading and a founding member of the NDC. Kwesi Ahwoi emeki this utterances are me bo edit chair. Now, I mean, kind story in free Ghana way. And I quote Ghana way. But see, a founding member of the National Democratic Congress, Kwesi Ahwoi, caused a stir at the nomination party for Professor Jane Opoku-Agyemang when he offered some advice to the running mate of John Dramani Mahama for the election 2024. In his words of affirmation, in his words of affirmation to Professor Opoku-Agyemang at the event, which according to an Asasi radio report was held at the Ahwoi's office in Laboni, Kwesi Ahwoi urged her to condition herself for the role of president as anything can happen. Is this not something for all of us to worry? John Mahama is Ghana's former president. And the onus lies on us as a nation to protect him from any evil minds thinking or trying to do him harm. Our friends, democracy and our constitution allow us to protect him. Can you imagine if it was an opposition political party member and they make such affirmation? Can you imagine, Sebio, this particular utterances is coming from somebody not an NDC member? Which lenses and how would they view and answer would they examine these words from Kwesi Ahwoi? His statement is just say, there are two atamils no ana Mahama enye prepared no. Opoku-Agyemang na Jane enye prepared ho ebetimi anything can happen. Bibi sa betimi esi. Enti se John Mahama be president bibi sa betimi esi. Obetimi ewu abra the 4 years nso no. Because ebi esi e wan DC. Eti wei Kwesi Ahwoi tu na Opoku-Agyemang for say sie wo ho prepare wo ho na obeye president e wo Ghana o si on prepare ho on sie no ho because John Mahama no eto no on sie no ho eto no on prepare ho enti ene dey afutu a nomination party ase ye di 2 members for eno no maminchia eye Prince Adams ewo eye YouTube sanso na Augustina Arthur ana eye Kojo Dominic ana nana Adwoa Frimpoma Adwoa etesey emamunyina mo akwaba. For me ansana na Jane Opoku-Agyemang eba be running mate na I already had the information. I had the information because the brothers of Ahwoi, the brothers of Ahwoi, Sebio, we are very close to a certain man. I mean, to Bonidi. Naneba, me senior, was school. So we're having a conversation, and I was asking him, say, is John going to make any changes when it comes to the running mate? And I was, no. He dare not. He cannot make any changes. Emphatically, he told me so. John cannot make any changes. Emphatically, he told me. Say he's even he can't even think about changing Nana Opoku-Agyemang. It cannot happen when the Ahwoi brothers are still alive. Then I was like, wow. So it means that Ahwoi brothers control the NDC. Because it was through the Ahwoi brothers, Anna Atamils Efa Mahama as the running mate. It was the same through Ahwoi brothers, Anna Jerry John Rawlings Efa Atamils as the running mate. So when it comes to the NDC, the Ahwoi brothers, their voices are very, very, very important in decision making in the corridors of power when it comes to the NDC political party. But such utterances coming from a person like this, should we take his utterances serious? And I say, it will be painty. He has to say it so that the woman can prepare herself. And I say, it's too early. And I say, it is not utterances, you can't obey you. I don't know about what you are thinking. You can, when the time comes, maybe member of Akwenyana or watch the Wagini. But anyway, my member I was
not prepared to be president at that time. But nature skewed things in such a way that President Mills had to give way to John Mahama. Anything can happen. So, Nana.
What your voice nature? Obi can say, no, we don't pray for that to happen. Obi can pay attention and listen carefully. Lady, I said, Obabi ne ewe chia. No, we don't pray for this to happen in TB.
in such a way that President Mills had to give way to John Mahama. Anything can happen. So, Nana, be a...
We say, no, we don't pray for death.
Anything can happen. So, Nana, be ever...
So it means to say, somebody is not even happy at such utterances. NDCO. You see, Ghana and Africa, no, people are so politically drunk, say, they always like, they want to see somebody. Say, it is only in Ghana that you bomb by yourself or fambe wuna or fasting media you. Sa subaino yedinam abrabum. Sa subaino yedinam womfiefiem. Sa subaino yete political parties sa yedinemu. Sa subaino yedinam campuses. Sa subaino yedinam adwuma. Sa subaino yedinam. Years ago, Ghana, I think was it GTV or so? One of our, but I'm in GTV the other Tunche. A very big radio station, Ghana. Our presenters be called Krano Musru just to go and host a morning show. They were afraid because now. Do you know, sir, because people have... Do you know, sir, people are so afraid when you are giving them an advice. When it's a mere advice which can happen. And with this utterances, should not take it like a face value? Should NDC people, why must NDC people get worried about this? Advice. Why should NDC even get worried? Because it's just an advice. Obiabewu anameboa. Anyway, I'm ready to just share your opinion, share your ideas, and we'll talk about it. I would not like to delve into it deeply, but Mamimbo for the last time.
I was not prepared to be president at that time, but nature schemed things in such a way that President Mills had to give way to John Mahama. Anything can happen. So, Nana, be ever prepared, like your motto says. Be ready. Anything can happen, and you can become the president of the Republic of Ghana. Yeah, Nana. So.
We are no toasty cheers. So anything can happen. Nature schemed some things, and at a year, Mahama became president. So now, nature can also nature can also scheme some things, and then Nana can also become president. Anything can happen. Nana's motto is anything can happen. So if anything happens, Nana should welcome it. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let's put that one aside and then go into our teachings for today. And our teachings for today, I have entitled "Time and Change." Time and change. And I want us to, reflect on this time and change. One of the things I have come to the realization is we all have time. Time ya dear be a usikeni wo. Ohieni wo. Time ya die bia obroni wo, bibini wo. Time nkwa any idea. Sabio. Obi oye nipa oye otiasni no. Owo. Enti se wo ye broni, se wo ye bibini, emfa ho. Emmere wo ho, emma ye nyina. Ye tiase nkwa de, ye dane asore nkwa de a. Hallelujah ye Yesu do yen. Hallelujah ye Yesu do menewu. That's it. Oh, mere, me so me mere. But a mere na wodo. The award one mere no no, and determine who you are and what you become. It is a ufa obronia. Obroni ne mere no. Onfe ni agro. On fan yes sebio kwasasa yo. On fan mere sebio enya adigenjan. One mo ye adigenjan no ewa abrofu mu no ewo ho. Ana wo mo so ewo kuro no mo hwe se kuro no bekoso no ewo ho. Enti ewo decision makers, policy makers, people who are wo take a kuro no to a particular place wo mo pese e kuro no e become. Enti mema example over UK your House of Commons, parliamentarians wo your House of Lords, esikafo wo mo mabo mo bra, ebi mu ye spiritual leaders, ebi mu ye businessmen, ebi mu ye obi asebi wo mo ye academicians, o madwini mu bie scientists, oti ase ebi mu ye inventors, creators, businessmen. Omo decided the fortunes of the country. Hen a crony a person a cop 20 years, 30 years, 40, 50 years. Because ye pay time ewo homaye. Enti enano mi sano a ye shake bi asemo o ka kire be. O say time. Nyankopon din, another name of God, time. And he explained it in a way it was a bit interesting, but it made sense. And he said, no, I said time and tides waits for no man. It is saying that God waits for no man. And in our wisdom, we know so the creator somewhere, do not wait for you and I. Sana merete, emere ntwen meni wo mienu. Dabi. Sane etie yi, afi hye na se ni. Amanfo ewuwu kọ. Ene kra me no ka say NDC ni former minister for BBBB John something tia akologo. Wewu kọ ene ya wewu kọ. Eto no kra de sabio. Afi no ebekọ na ewie na anto no. Nimere na so okọ. So it tells us say emre antwen yende ene obia obeba asase su no de wode wo mere eyo no ene kire wo dibre ewa abrabom enti ofa akwasi broni ede no de ne mere ye ode ne mere ye nneoma bia ebe develop ne man ontwen wo bi ema nipa koro be decide ma no ba ye etuntumfo yakwa ya say ye petwen ye twen honhom waiting ministries waiting ministers ya brabo no ye twen so obi bewu wo fa say twen sa de wo fa bewu no adi ade obi abusua wo Ghana wo mo twen sa ne bra ne ba brocho be ye no abehwa abusua. And that is the reality. Anamebwa ye nyina ye ti Ghana ye free Ghana ye ba kwantuom yi kanokore obey so ma me bia na papa bi na wo mo hwe no wo de wo ba kwantuom a na so wo mo Ghana o mo expect say wo be ye na bi aso wo mo so wo mo kro anya wo mo na wo mo so kra wo ba ye a wankasa wo de uti pimpim ya wankasa wo ba ye kra wo ma me no papa twen se wo de bibi be fie ye de no ye twen enti ye twen dodo no twen e wa ahoyehiem dodo no twen e wo atitim dodo no twen e wo oyiem sesebio kakra ne be di na aso so. Now why this video? You see, many a times the people are what dear chief freedom fighters, freeze the country, third force, NDC, MPP. A lot of people don't understand time. Ya taika so obroni di wonfane mere ni agro. Let us say bibini di o de mere di agro. That's how the bibi di agro. Do you benefit out of adiana udi di agro? No, you don't benefit much because you've not invested into it. You've not put in an effort to reap something. And to be a unfa, sebio, and maybe one dimbi, un dedicate a friend is saying, when young sabi will need dear before no, you are not going to gain anything out of it. When you buy a and for example, say me pese minya a bumper harvest, ewo ebromua, enya mano na me de beka ana meboa. I say me dua brono. Me dua brono so I say me make sure say me what time brono so. Na brono fufin so am harvest e brono. But the period of say me dua no cultivation no any me reaping no. Sa period no so I need to put in an effort. Sebio. Mfie no a ebe se efu afra ebro no metutu efiri nchen. Na ma ebro no fifi. Na ma make sure say me nya me bumper harvest. So it means that I have put in a work and so I need to expect a result. Yaya dear, many a times we don't put in the work, but we expect results. Ebini say, Ghana Blasters is a typical example in this conversation. The Ghana Blasters are relying on glories of old. The Safu Jemfi's record mo, the Opoku-Agyemang record mo. The Osei mo record. Omo mkwaji gold 4 times no record in the 70s and the 80s. The last time in 82, 42 years ago. And I rely on say Ghana Blasters here. Womobobo. But womobobo na one J unwini trophies. Because in the end, no, the results, no, that is what matters. And the wish will be to say Alaji Grusa, our football, Mobakacho say, media born, who born a fe no one fe goa. Unim faso. But born dear, go na ma fefe. Into sa ubo born. I need the results. Tuba UK asna bobo nina. And so kapi babai. Na Man City aje, na Liverpool aje, na United aje. Into your kind trophies to do a woman come. When it comes to our lives, sir, the Ghana Blasters are the Fatuma. Sanity. And for 42 good years, the tia pimpimu, ya go up and down, sir. You're winning any trophy. All because we are relying on past glories, the glories of old, and we've not put in any work that will make us win a trophy. And he said, Abidjan 4G, see, ye muanka. There be, and ye muanka. You got to put in the work. And he often free Ghana in this contest. What he abrochire near quine a year when you're 4 lanes in and out, 4 o'clock, not 4 back. Or say, wow, abrochire heaven. Somebody had to put in the work because they understand the importance of what? Time. Know this. 2 most important things in life are time and change. If you don't put in the work, you will not see any change. If you don't put in any work, you will not see any change. That is why today, NDC, MPP, any other political party or movement they talk about Kwame Nkrumah. Instead of us to pass mentioning the name of Nkrumah and move on to other heroes of our present times, we don't have much to show. So our point of development, we are relying on the old man. But when I was growing up, one thing my father told me, and he calls me a Vida. He said, Eja, listen to this. The only thing you can do to honor me, whether I'm alive or I'm dead and gone, is to do exploit than what I have done. I was like, wow. He said, and then no. So maybe to me, the school be to say A, B, C, D, or I want you to inspire them to be greater and bigger than you, my son. Because me shas here. Me will be to say here. Pampa or pampa we, or the woko school way, or the way, or the me bisa. It is like me fan is sad, yeah. Then what Ghanaians can do to honor Kwame Nkrumah's record is to break his record. The only thing to honor your heroes is to break their record. I cite an example with some of my friends about Asafo Powell and Usain Bolt. And Usain Bolt himself, aka story but one share the maybe say I maybe share amount. During the days of Usain Bolt, Amra Woba up in his teen age, na Asafo Powell and so ewo the primer Utrumika. Now what the coaches of Jamaica did, they say training us, they realize you saying a true mikasing Asafo Powell. And it is not all that easy. Sebio, obey me a breaking the record. You saying asset. So deliberately, some people wisdom and knowledge. This world, what the Jamaicans did was that let us allow Asafo Powell and Blake to break records and not introduce Usain Bolt quickly into the limelight. Because no breaking record. Breaking the record will be difficult. So they allowed others to break record. To Usain Asafo Powell break na Blake will be breaky. Now Jamaicans now, so it was the Jamaicans and the Americans were competing. To fa enyoma mienua na Jamaica for a export. Amoma jidin wo wiase. It comes to athletics and music. Now Thierry, what should you famous is here? The leaders are don't understand time and the advantage that time comes with. And the simple reason is they've not put in the work. You see, how to use time is something which is very, very important if you want to make it in life. If you want to make it in life. And if if you don't know how to use time, you will not be able to have the change you need. You see, these things are very important for us to teach. Because you see, Ghana Kruno, the statistics tells us 8 million, 10 million. Your population is 33 million. Emu 10 million, no, ending tiasie, ewo nearby be because they are ignorant. One more formal education, one more nibi. One more so outside education, so one more nibi. Inti one more abrabono me meninemo, obredi me do echire, meninemo wo. That is the nation. It's because our leaders don't understand the time in which we are in to teach the people, occupy the people, engage the people, educate the people. Our people don't know these important things are many will share. So, successful management of time makes a nation powerful. Successful management of time changes a nation to become great and powerful. Now, how do you manage your time? Are you one of those people? How do you manage your time? Is all about okay. Yes, see. Let's go here. Let's go here. The less people. We have people in life, they call them less people. Oh, let's go here. Let's go and do this. Let's go into another ordinary. We ask him, what type of one need? You got na baby near no baby. What pa color kashito? What you need? Ya dear say what you need. We are not putting in any work. You see, when you wake up, when God gives you the health that, the air to breathe in, your time, is to fulfill something. What do you say? So time is given to us to fulfill an assignment. Yang konkwa. Ebi mo wa mabra bono. Yang konkwa. Yang konkwa. Into just one take. No him ne to. To be hunu ene mai o mabei. Ono ne de na wo wiase ne se. Eje ne ti no de nante o, ne to no de nante. Into wo say ne girl samaba. Obi a pese onya flat tummy no onya eto akese. Obi a pese wo look to say Ivy Bells. Obi a pese wo look to say a friend say. Flat belly, big buttocks, big breast. So, excuse me, forgive these words I may be using. And the end, and I'm saying our leaders don't understand the importance of time. The black woman, no majority of our black women have become sex symbol. Many of our women are not reasoning with their brains and their minds. It's all about big breast, flat belly, big buttocks. It will not to whom does it belong to whom does it belong to? It was a tuano, left knee shaky, now right knee shaky, now left knee shaky, now right knee shaky. But now a tuanum, but to won't disobey say Haja been to the Wabrabumwa or the air G fans, a Wabrabum, a year tuano into the left knee air dangle, now the right not dangle, and none any will become to go on social media, TikTok, Instagram. What you say? It's yeah. China nearby you want make it the impossible possible, no? Now you the attention be no about sex. Okay. Oh, fetch me. Yeah, the number eto, and the echiche. Because the leaders have not been able to see there is a gap. How do we bridge the gap and fill in the gap? What do we use to fill in the gap? So that we can get the change we need. And I keep telling mothers, I keep telling my sisters, my friends, my female friends, I say, look, and our men, I tell them, engage your children now. Engage them. But engage them. And don't just think, say, the children have to assume and think and make things their own. Yeah, it is important that sometimes engage them to see their sense of reasoning, their thought patterns. Ghana, the youth now more Ghana no. And you're betting academy, Sakawa Academy, Ashawa Academy, Hookup Academy. It is because we have not been able to find the purpose for them. Where he is being exposed to the Western cultures and the Western life. Ghana Kurono Ayetimino. The Yehunya parliamentarians, you trumu, tafrimu. I know na Ghana for paying for it. When others are thinking about going to live on Mars, Japan. Almost more doing how we make now Mars, Japan. How to travel in between two planets. Oh, what a beautiful country. Oh, Japan. Japan in it to an award doing how to make Toyota. Now what they call American one friend Lexus. Japan in it doing how about Honda. No, they about Africa. This is a country. Hiroshima, Nagasaki, Bombay woman to the ground. But today, they've seen some time, is for them to what? Fulfill an assignment. And in order to fulfill that assignment and become a great country and export cars to Africa, they have to use their time wisely. So no time for jokes. Yes, on their national TVs. But switch on Ghana's TVs and see. Yeah, chere obi ha obedi che. Yeah, chere be ma ha obedi che. Yeah, chere oba ha obedi ko. Pluck. Go and pluck. Konakoti. Eno de chere. And we TV so. Now, can you imagine the next 10 years? And you think I will take who gold. But because nobody is teaching you the importance of gold, for you to reason and say, what can I use the gold for? Not just always selling the gold. Oh, I do have a chairman. Adwa say ne ma wo nti me ka eche no em say ne ma no ate say omo be hyeche me wo fa asefo ma mo nko hyeche sa wa unya nso ye so yeah nkyere and it's very bad nti uti Ghana no a yet the youth ni say he or she has forever. And yet Ghana Penny say we all have forever to live. No, everybody that lives on this earth fought to be here because you fought with many people fighting to be here. You fought to climb to be a human being in your mother's womb to come out and you fought to be here. So right from birth, it's been a fight. And there is a purpose for you here on earth. Ebi mo wa mo purpose here 40 years. Obi wo the purpose on this earth, the time is 30 years. Obi wo 80 years, obi wo 70 years. And you nyina na benya that same age, you know. To know say you are here for an assignment and for a purpose. Fulfill yours. Leave a legacy so that our children will not suffer. And you see, many a times, we the patron tomorrow, and say we have forever to live. We think that we have forever to live. No, we don't have forever to live. It is a ye bibia. Just imagine, say, Kwame Nkrumah did not take the advantage of us gaining independence in 1957. Nigeria wouldn't have gotten independence. Yes. Many of the African countries would not have been inspired to think of getting independent from Apesibro. But we don't know this. And if we know it as well, we are not working to its best or full, to our best or full abilities. Now, to achieve all this time, to see the changes that one deserves, one needs what we call planning. One needs what? Planning. You need to plan. Planning is important. If you don't plan, you will fail. If you don't plan, you will fail. That is why it is so hard for the Ghana Blasters to achieve the SA achieved, because we are not planning. We don't have any set goals. I quite remember, I think I've shared this story. One of our fine guys at the Saddle College, the Hills, and the gentleman came. The gentleman comes from a royal family, Ghana, the Munim royal family, Ubiafi royal family. Yes, of course, this guy comes from a year or two force family. And to him, his grandfather came to the Saddle College, Opoku-Agyemang, before a year now say to. So in his head, I'm from a royal home, I just came to this at the Saddle College just to go through Keke, because that's what my grandfather wanted. That's what my mother, my father, and my mom want. But in the Mubisa, or Tin, Abrabono, and so Okonin Mubisa. And then Minoka say he's dead and buried. No better achievement. Because he never had any plans for his own life. What he wanted to become. And I have seen it's a huge problem for us as blacks. When you say you move brain why school, you need the baby. You could do SS. How my miss person or lawyer, papa person or doctor. You do SS what cramponwa. Yeah, my say ye church the musa car a friend is saying career na wo fa no say na be wie wo say na betumi mo ye wo betumi explore we no wo betumi no yeah the twen I do university and then we start thinking about what we have to become. Yetumi go school ni nyina kosua courses bebre 12 courses ebu ane dey about 12 and they about 10 and I mean baby na tiere ni musa tinipa na we do some a certain particular age bi na afi no be dwene ho afi no be ko takwa school of mines afi no be ko Kwame Nkrumah University afi no be wunu say na gold no kra no sa na eye boba na no say bibia ye metallic bia no metal bia no ye nya free dodo no ye nya free eye rocks ye nya free boba Ivy tie aye na ke sha se na ye kire nkwada ne say won hunu bibia ye friend metal ade aye metal de da with de ye chain na ye friend chain necklace no aye boba ebi boba no ebi no na go through process refinery gold in the making, then the final product, yeah, they are a necklace, net that will come. So Ghana ni akwada, or gold in Subusa, who say gold the band that the go. He doesn't even know. Sabobano eating or boasin. I know now, man for the to Omukumu abroach. And so what Ghana was saying, could Dubai, I could talk Dubai for gold. We don't know, nobody teaches you. Because we are not using the time wisely as a nation. Yamran yen you soon ye. Ediane say, Mamin Kwesi Ahwoi do abrochire. Ko si dan wo Ghana. That shows that I'm a fulfilled person in life. Minya toka na minya me Range Rover the side drive from Paul Ma driving a Range Rover in the city of London. Then it means they me fulfilled. They said the Ivy driving a 4x4. No, they said the auntie Barbara ebe manisika. That means they said Sebio. In the eyes of Ghana, or Tiffy, that person is a fulfilled person. Unless you touch lives. Because when you read Ecclesiastes, it tells you. Yomana wo hihye ni nyina no. Ubeja manyansani ana abeja ma wokwasia. Me anti bi na likunu membo ni dini because me boni dini bia abusuafo bi hwehwe wo mega say ye me de abusua asemato abantene, but for the purpose of education mamenka. Oyo sikani wo oboase time ne e kan sikafo no he was one of the sikafo no mo oboase no sikapa. Na ni sikade na o sikapa. Osisi adan ejapade akese. To ohun no hell no wa me could be so ni si dan abanso bu na to aso be 4-5. Sibi oboase takrade takwa kumase sunyane incline tema. Owu ye no sebio ni japade no odi jabi no enkofo no odi bi ja wo ne ye nkwasiafo tie nei edan ni sisi wo na edan na pro ye jadan na ma nyansani tini ni wo fast ni mu bi no na am so mo ye kwasiafo nti wo ma dwene nwini nti they don't know the importance of time value tino what ton we japade ni bi na aka ba ko no mo nyina so mo nyina kogu ba ko mo watakrade na wo muti and almost sorry na pa na come because they don't understand the importance of addition, value addition. In Tigana ni suban me pe bibi fufro me pe Esipon Stadium ye be si Esipon Stadium the Ghana ni no ade e be chi e be pro maintenance culture Ghana ni or baby before. The Ghanaian child wants something new. The Ghanaian mother wants something new. The Ghanaian father, the uncle wants something new. Aminchia Aye Mebra Penny Black Mokobi, grandson of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. And Tianam Kronimo. You be see new sports stadium at the Bechi. You be mana prate because we don't know the importance. Nobody teaches us the importance of time and how precious Kwesi Broni and using the time to benefit the people. The Obi be the president, they say Akufo-Addo. The only man say, "Mummy enwia bi o, mummy enwia bi." Enwia na yakwa, the onso beba no so be wia bi. Nti de bia no, the ono be ye leader no enso ye ne no hye ne ye ne ho toye. Ono de odi bai ne ye krono ewi abrabo no de bai. Owia so owia kwahin. Owia de akoma ne slave master no a oyin slave wo ni maame ne nananom no a wo de wo fa shape so a wo tro din point of no return no. Or the Sassicanes Tiana Nanomo, our Atlantic Ocean, because they were thinking that one day their children will rise up. Now, Oma making meaning to their death so that they will be happy wherever they are. But they be. If you are near the Abra Kwesi Broni. Into only Kwesi Broni ni tena just only 6 years. Into a kasachre Ghana for na none bro for rich Irish kontomere mko ano oka. Irish kontomere. Because only Broni nenam. Unim so only Broni nenam so dia oye onyansanin. That is our people, the thinking of the leaders. And to me, Kaya Busianfo ya the finance minister, young guy, and I know or call a radio program be Bernard Avle. Or any didn't come up and a Bernard say, more I don't know, I don't know, so you should V8. I don't know, also, Britain, ministers near MPs, whom you should trade. I say, hey, Nasa will cannot say Britain, a home minister, what can I say Britain? He's not even a thinker. He has not even come to the realization, say, no suni krom no betimi aye ade ne de yatwe ade ne de ya railways ade metal ifri bubem ya wo boba ne bebre bi wo northern region ebi wo Ashanti region, western region, eastern region, ebi wo kronim. But the knowledge, which is the information, the know-how, yenchre ya de sie yen solving a problem is what? Job creation. Solving a problem is also wealth creation. We are poor because we are not solving our problems. And we are thinking, say, Kwesi Broni be never solving a problem. No. If we are catching, say, with time and what and Meranaya 1 year the yet day. Because we are not going to live forever. We are not going to live forever. Yebe wako. Yammereno diani ensu yede ye. Ye tomatoes no ye diano. How can we also add value to the tomatoes so that we can go to Nigeria and sell it to the people of Nigeria? The foreign revenue. How can we also sell the tomato to the people of Niger, the people of Burkina Faso, the people of Cote d'Ivoire? Yeah, add value. Nyame beye, twedi ampo ye hwenenim. But the purpose of creation was not for you to come and adore God. Yours is to have domain on this earth. Occupy, have dominion. And that is why some people understand the reason why they are on this earth. And they have occupied their domain. They occupy territories. And they can come to your country and tell you, say, accept bear money, bear murder, or ban or better. And when you want to talk, you are afraid to talk because you don't know the value of time. You waste your time. The way you don't know. And into the white man in his country, he is making the invisible visible. And into the Bible must say, faith without works is dead. Now, you can say to the mountain, be thou removed. A metaphorical. It tells you, say, you can turn your problems into gains and found anyhow tiny you are as a nation. A metaphorical. You can say to your troubles, be removed. Solving a problem is job creation. That is why we wake up to go to solve somebody's problem, a particular problem, and we get paid of the problem. To be a security man, or be charade, or be a nurse, or be a doctor. Nidian is a nipediano, wakoshian who nipediano wonsem, and to be touchma when nipediano, Nidian say, or be CS nipediano, Nipampesu obe wuntino, ya the premium atona disiano, and into your channel come and cano coso. Obisu die, a car CC, okosiesi. Nina no your knowledge. Because if we open our mind to solve our problems, we'll realize that our problems, after all, it's not that much. And it is the gospel truth. Because when you look at the country Ghana, you can use water region to solve food problems. Yes. Water region can be the basket hub or Tamale, the northern region. Yes. But the leaders now don't know the importance of time and what to do with the time. Into Burkina Faso, afiwe, maybe a Bagri Dam, ebe fanipa, ebe kum nipa. Nobody is thinking about creating dams that will connect to the Burkina Faso. Bagri Dam, that will serve as irrigation for the farming communities. Yeah, Nyame nso invisible, onya visible. Enti nyoma no opese visible, what they are now nipa nim. What you need to apply is your common sense. Your knowledge. Apply it. Use it. But in our time, let me give you an example of what I said. Kwesi Broni making the invisible visible. Aeroplane is an example. It was something that was invisible. Somebody thought about it. And somebody made it reality. From Accra to UK, 6 hours. Akufo-Addo used 4 hours, 30 minutes. Oh, difference room. I wouldn't. Yes, difference room. Airspace, maybe a British Airways, and the normal. It's not the same way Akufo-Addo but it didn't fact. No. In this one in the when you swear, I don't know Bible no chira was say. Obi no more candle no na so much so no dey ashem pass. Ni na no metaphorical. Who want him the one you swear to say there was a candle now dey ashem pass. And for so be any so. And shiny and bright. and take away darkness. Darkness means poverty. Ignorance is darkness. The Bible, who read the Bible, now will take darkness. It is telling you, don't be ignorant. Be informed. That is why it says, for lack of knowledge, the people perish. Nimdiano ame maininti and womuton womu gold edema bruni. Lithium who nimdia yeninti and ye sign contract at 10%. When we can talk about making sure say add value to the lithium, you know. But nimdiano ame maininti. Nimdiano ame maininti no, and then we northern region people are dying because of water, lack of water. Nimdiano ame maininti no, Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology no, a pembe so ne betime use say technology no, ebema ensure the northern part of Ghana. Na obi enkonku. Obi say, oh, Dr. Ren, asemi a wo kan de me Jim disa say northern region ensure kum nkofo, ensure bi enu a Dr. Ren ekum nkofo wo northern region. Timie. Eni nkomo. Me hwehwe say me nsa be kan video no a. Wo come me page crowd ya ma share video no. A foreign company be aha any. I mean, clear me back, me back. Now, me make sure say sending a back to you because very, very important. That tea.
In searing heat and digging for water in dry river beds have become part of the daily routine for the women of northern Ghana. Their hardship is extreme. Mamun Jakari lost her 3-month-old baby in her desperate quest to find water.
I left the baby and went to queue at the only borehole. I was coming back intermittently to feed the baby. I returned again at about 2 p.m. to feed him, but he had become tangled in the bedding and died. This is the only water I've been able to get since yesterday. We spent days searching for water. We searched day and night.
She is not grieving alone. Community members here in Gambuga, in Nanumba North District, gather to tell us how another woman lost her baby last year because of the water crisis. Even if they find enough, the water is often murky and full of bacteria. The women purify the water as best they can, but infections and waterborne diseases like typhoid are spreading.
Typhoid, cholera, and other diarrheal diseases are on the rise, and the most hit people are women and children.
Children are most at risk, both from dehydration and diseases. Their education suffers as they are forced to forgo school to help fetch water. Past and present governments have sunk boreholes, but most have been dry for years. And the climate crisis have made the problem worse. The government began building small dams across the north of Ghana in 2017 when Nana Addo became president. The project was called One Village, One Dam, with the aim of storing water for the dry season. Over 500 dams have been built, but few contain any water. Local administrators say that the dams were poorly constructed and they are now looking at new solutions.
The amount that was allocated for the dam was not enough. Certainly 500,000 cannot dig any meaningful dam. That was what the contractors were saying. They have given approval for us to procure 20 Rambo 1,000 polytons. So that those communities that have lights and they have boreholes that are high yielding will be quite mechanized.
Authorities say the water table in the area is very low. But 20 million gallons of water is needed every day to support the population, and the problem seems insurmountable. Animals are dying because their owners cannot find them water, and poor crop yields have forced the many farmers to bow out. As their children and animals die around them and their economics collapse, the people of northern Ghana have no choice but to keep searching for water and hoping for rain. Roland Sikamam, African Matters, Nanumba North, Ghana.
Ebusia, So, wait. Oh, last one.
Area is very
Pregnant
low.
mother. oh,
But
Pregnant
20
mother.
million gallons of water is needed every day to support the population, and the problem seems insurmountable. Animals are dying because their owners cannot find them water, and poor crop yields have forced the many farmers to bow out. As their children and animals die around them and their economies collapse, the people of Northern Ghana have no choice but to keep searching for water and hoping for rain. Rollin Sikamam, African Matters,
Your pregnant mother.
Namimba
No?
North, Ghana.
Pregnant mother. You see the reason why. You see the reason why some of us minty NDC and MPPH. You've seen the reason why. We, and yet because of NDC and MPP, Anna, you put the pressure on leadership. Tell me why should my mother in the northern region carry water when she is pregnant? Oh, she's my mother because she's a Ghanaian. Yes, you don't see it like that. I see it like that. Because she doesn't use northern passport to travel. She used Ghanaian passport to travel. Yeah, can we say Ghana? You see the way people are dying because of water to drink. Come on, water is common. Our children don't drink even tap water. They always like to drink bottled water. They don't even like drinking the bottled water. They like drinking this kind of whatever other water, strawberry, those kind of things. This is 21st century, 2024. People are dying because of water. You see, some of us need to understand, say, the politicians now, you support them, you know. They don't care, and they don't care because majority of you people are the reason and the trouble and the problems. Because you always like to hail them when they have not even done foko. Baumia comes from the northern region. John Dramani Mahama comes from the northern region. They come from that northern region, and the northern region is the place that they have witch camp, Gambaga witch camp, where they keep our mothers, lash them, beat them because they say Womu a friend is saying they have witty minds. They have witty minds. It's in the Bible. People that do inventions are people with witty brains. Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates. People are praying for such people, but we get them and we beat them. We put them in a camp and we call them witch camp. How wicked can our people be? How devilish and evil can our leaders be? Then you tell me to support NDC and MP. You are insane. You are insane. I'll be honest with you. You don't have brains to think. You are not functioning as a human being. I'm being honest to you. Are you happy seeing your mother in the northern region? Look at the water they are drinking. Water that we used to flush our water closet in somebody's country called London, Great Britain, United Kingdom. It's clean, clearer than the water that our mothers, excuse me to say it, but that is the truth, are drinking. And you see no problem and issue with it. You are not seeing, say, where we have gotten to, no. We need a union government, as what Kwame Nkrumah was saying. We need a national plan, a national development plan. Why must the person living in the northern sector of Ghana lack water? When there are abundance of rivers in our country, abundance of water bodies in our country, why must they lack? Tell me. We live in a country where we are thinking about borehole. In 2024, you sleep and you wake up, you think of borehole water. Are we insane? Excuse my French. Are we mad, or is it wickedness, or is it devilish or evil, or what? Who taught you this? And Nkrumah was not even building boreholes in Tema. In the 50s, Black Mokobi's grand uncle, Kwame Nkrumah, was not building boreholes in Tema. If you've not been to London, go to Tema. Committee 1, Committee 2, that is London for you. That is how buildings in London. He was not even giving us such things. The people who claim they've been to the so-called schools, who think say you need be a modernization. They are just incrassible. I keep saying this. I don't respect politicians like you will respect them. Excuse me. I don't. They don't earn my respect. When I was growing up, my father taught me something. He said, look, my son, God bless him wherever he is. Whenever we go out with my siblings, once you see us, you know that we are from a home. You will not see my father well dressed than us. Oh, no. Ejamvida. My father is not well dressed than us. You will not see my mother tattered. It's not that the man was a rich man. Only he can be. But making sure provision. Look, my big brother, I remember years ago, things were not all that okay. Poppy has gone on pension, things were not that nice. Certain things happen and we have to relocate from one particular estate to another place. My big brother told my father, he will not go with us to that area. And I swear to God, he never lived in that area. Said he can't live in such area. He lives in Las Vegas. Told my father, look, place you are taking us, me, forget. Then I'll go back and stay in my grandfather's house. Me, I'm not going to that place. So rough road, there's no tide road, nothing like that. There was a new house my father has built for my mom. Times were tough, so old boy had to move from the place and use it for, collect some money. Let us move and relocate for some time. The young man said no. My elder brother. But in Ghana, our leaders are not even reasoning and thinking, say, let's give these people the best of lives. All that they think is they themselves should have the best of lives. And to hell with anybody from the north. To hell with anybody from the south. To go and see. The lady says I shouldn't mention her name. I'm doing free food bank. On my birthday, I went to do some small donation in a certain village. And then a day before yesterday or so, 2 days ago, I stand to be correct. One of our lady friends here, she says I shouldn't mention, but I'll mention. Sego, forgive me. Say, oh, doc, I've got 1,000 Ghana, something. Let me add to your free food bank. God bless her wherever she is. Look, they went to buy rice, oil, sardines, some communities for some elderly women. The joy on their faces, the prayers, the happiness. And then my kid brother said, oh, let's go and sit somewhere with the old women. He went and sit with them in a nice place, some popular spots be in the area, and bought Fanta and Coke. They Fanta, Coke, something that is not. See happiness. Anybody that will come and tell me I should do MBP and NDC, God will punish you and your generation. I swear, God. I'm telling you. They know my stand. I speak my mind to them. I speak it to them. Look, how people are suffering. Oh, they are going through poverty. You saw the video. You saw the video. We will choose cathedral over companies, factories, and you get pastors supporting it and say they want to build God a cathedral. God will punish all of you. No, you see, no wonder you see the pastors, the way their children die mysteriously. Some of them, their children are mad. Some of them, their children smell. From the lives of the Duncan Williams and the Daggy Ward Mills and all those communities, don't you see their lives? You think building a church for God is what God needs. You don't understand the Bible. That somebody wrote the Bible. You don't understand. We operate on energy, on frequency, on this earth. You don't understand. How can people be so wicked and evil? Money is meant to build hospitals. You pocket it. You buy yourself a house in East Legon. You buy one in Germany. You buy one in America. You buy one in France. And people, our mothers are suffering. Oh, me, I keep telling people, I say, you see, God should continuously bless the white man. And you see, look, I'm not trying to sound maybe I can show. No. Let's be honest. We've not been good to ourselves and our people. Let's be honest. We are very wicked and evil. We are very wicked and evil to our own people. Look at John Mahama's house. Look at John Mahama. Somebody would defend. That's why Papa paying or your president, that person got what's not him. Hey. A country where there's streetism. Look at Akufo-Addo's house. Akufo-Addo Papa fear no one him and anyone or you. We call West Legon if you or we call East Legon if you or the underground house in West Legon. We call White House. Flowers, green grass, papa. Nice environment. Go to Cantonment and see. Go to Laboni. Obi the Sika, you be get ready to wall of Jericho. And he want me to come and do MPP and this. I can't use certain words on here. Sometimes I want to give up. I want to stop this. I want to just stop. On my birthday, I said to myself, effort. I'm somebody who is not. I don't easily get discouraged. Never. Rock of Ages, about 10 team, that is who I am. But sometimes I'm like, let me take a break. You saw it, you saw this. You go and build cathedral when people are suffering. And they want to give you trumu, you are not happy. Huh? You are building cathedral when people are hungry. when people cannot get clean water to drink, using billions of cedis to build cathedral, when your people cannot even get food to eat. Who told you that the Israel is what the Israel who think? That is not the modern Israel. The Israel has been wiped out. Then you get journalists like Captain Smart, Yakoswa Cement. Oh, Nyankup, Israel, Nyankupon. Israel Kuntokwa. They are fighting with the Palestinians. The land belongs to the Palestinians. And Tokwanti, and you pay baby more to say the Tokwanti, you pay baby ma, Liberia for Bujumbura. No, what can be Bujumbura for say, assassinate ya homo the entomo, yen tomb free 1 year farmer war. That is the summary of Palestinian phony Israel for Tokwan. Summary of the amount. Now, sorry, I'm a Israel Nyankopon. And you are making your people suffer in pain. The man who said he's building a cathedral for God, today he cannot even sign the bill for his God. He can't even sign. Because he has come to the realization, say, it was not about building the cathedral, but empowering my people, creating jobs, creating companies, so that me man for the benye sika. And maybe by Germany Christian Party at work. Also, see the Germans. They had the understanding through Adolf Hitler to go after. And now bomb dear say, bro, and you sit down in Ghana. Let's be honest to ourselves. What are we proud of as a nation? Tell me. Tell me. Many of our citizens are scattered all over the world. Many of our citizens are scattered everywhere. Go to Germany and go and see the Ghanaians doing exploit for the German economy. Go there and see the brains. Working for the Germans. Dr. Ren, to UK, working for the UK. We've been scattered. 1962, the people of Oslo were poor, destitute. They got oil. The Americans went there in 63, wanting to take charge of their oil. The British followed, wanting to take charge of their oil. You know what the sons and daughters of Oslo told them? Touch not our oil and leave our shores. They didn't say plenty in their language. Touch not our oil, leave our shores. Can you say that to the people? Can our leaders say? Can our leaders look into the faces and say it? When they see white people, then they are shaking. Then they are laughing, smiling. When there is nothing funny, then you see the people laughing. Everywhere we scattered, ambassador this, ambassador A, what is the importance of Ghana ambassador in UK? Foolishness. What is he doing there? What has he been able to bring from Ghana to UK? Or taken from UK to Ghana for the people of Ghana to benefit? What is the ambassador doing there? Then he's there sitting down there drinking tea, eating his biscuits, having his English breakfast. When Ghanaian child has not eaten, they eat English breakfast with fork and knife, with some orange juice on the side. And sometimes they will ask them, do you want coffee? Do you want coffee with milk or coffee with no milk? Do you want Milo or Milo? Or here they call it hot chocolate. Or do you want tea? Which tea? Green tea. And the people are suffering. Nobody is seeing reasoning. That all that we have is just at the time. And it is our assignment to make our country proud. How are we going to make Ghana proud? Years ago, when the Queen of England came to Ashanti region, before he entered Ashanti region, do you know what she said? Queen Elizabeth. She said, I smell lilies and roses. I smell lilies and roses. How clean thy breath is to the people of Ashanti region. So they named the place Garden City. Today, go to the same Garden City. You have to cover your nose. We that we claim we're better than our forefathers. We that we claim we are knowledgeable than our forefathers. We can't even take care of common cleanliness. We go to the sons and daughters of the Opoku-Agyemang in Rwanda to teach the Ghanaian how to be clean. Today, our people go to Rwanda. Rwanda. The Hutus and Tutsis. Sons and daughters of the Hutus and Tutsis. The people that those days, when they sleep with cows and sheep and goats. We go to them to learn how to clean ourselves, clean our environment. Let's think. It's time. We have time. We are not going to live forever. What will we leave behind our people so that they will be proud of us? The last time somebody called me, Doctor Michiawo, when I saw the number plus something, I'm saying, hey, this number should be free. Dr. Mo Nicaragua. The first time I heard of Nicaragua was through my uncle. Brigadier General showed a video of Nicaragua war. That was when I heard of Nicaragua. A Ghanaian man is dead in Nicaragua. Hey, where are the sons and daughters of Singapore? The Singaporeans are not even going to Nicaragua. The Malaysians are not even going to Nicaragua. We that we have the gold, diamond, bauxite, manganese, we go to Nicaragua. And you are proud of your MPP. You are proud of your NDC. Oh, please. Oh, please. Oh, please. Don't do this. We had West Germany and East Germany. They had to come together. West and East Germany. Look at how mighty they have made their country. Look at how great Angela Merkel made Germany. Anywhere somebody put their German passport, now we must show. You put your British passport, now we must show. Put your Ghana passport, no fears. Nobody's afraid of the Ghana passport. But many years ago, people were afraid of it. People were afraid of us. But today, what is happening? Look at the classrooms that we built for our school children to sit and be educated, to gain knowledge. Look at the schools. And this is what we call them the future generation. But look at where the future generation of our country Womu koso womu kosua nimdeɛ. Ɛdan bi a yɛsi te sɛ nkukobuo. Yɛsi te sɛ mpɔnkye ne nwan ɛna ɛsɛ womu kogum. Hwɛ windows nimpo a yɛde si ma nkwadaa no. No fresh air. Nothing, no toys to play with. No greens around them. No proper park for them to run and exercise, scream and shout, jump. Nothing. No books with pictures for them to just go through it. Share blackboard. Share blackboard. Share nkwadane timiase. Teacher ne chira de nyina wo se twedi ampon emensuo nto. Ye nyame ye emensuo nto. What kind of human beings are we? Who are we? There is a purpose for every mankind here on earth. There is a reason why we are here on earth. Our reason is to make our people proud. Our reason is to create an environment that we can hit our chest and say, I'm a proud Ghanaian. Last week or so, 2 weeks ago, a lady got her British passport, called me Dr. Ren. Some of us had to sign certain things for. She was jumping, video call, happy, screaming. Why? She's gotten the blue book. We've moved from red to blue. So happy. And I asked, why are you so happy? Doc, you don't understand. Ren, you don't understand. And I asked the lady, what don't I understand? Tell me. He said, the process to get to this place. If only you know what I have gone through. And it is true. People go through a lot to get the British citizen. Not say a corona and empese edebema, but even for your own brothers or your family or your Ghanaians, or even for the people to even help you, support you, to show you the way. No. Ce n'est pas nono. Is that a church bell? No. This is the thing. This is it. We sit in a country, you crack toothpick. We live in a country where you can crack toothpick, you cry ye ntimi rare more pone akase we can't even rare more. Just you can talk nama. Here in the UK, we have community farming. We have high school community farming. Yes. But in Ghana, so today, the taste of the Ghanaian is foreign. Indomie. The taste of the Ghanaian is perfume rice. The taste of the Ghanaian has shifted. And all these things, no, majority of it, no, yes, cities to dollars, cities to pounds, cities to yen, cities to name the currency, all together, all these things. Why can't we put our heads together? Find a way to solve our own problems, because solving a problem is job creation. And whilst you create jobs, you put money in the pockets of people, because people will get paid at the end of the job. We are waiting for God to come and do it for us. We are waiting for somebody up in the skies to descend and come and teach us. When we have everything around us to prosper. When we have everything around us to excel. No, we are waiting for Nyankopon bi twedi ampon bi from somewhere. Because there is no planning. Look at the Greater Accra. No planning. You see any no, we don't even plan. Who come chrome kika? Ain't can't no. Kona question the way I'm crony dying no etie. You see 9 1 2 3 near Japan 1 2 3 a dying to so sa. No planning. And if you don't plan, someone will plan for you. It is the gospel truth. If you don't plan, someone will plan for you. We fail to plan. The Chinese are in our country planning for us. We fail to plan. The Americans are planning my end. We fail to plan. God in Gorgeous back in Quadano planning my end. We fail to plan. Tia Bobo Siasa. It mean fine your Ye Bobo Sia the DJ. Ye Bobo Sia the Yen Kwasia Sam. Ye Bobo Sia the far plane and say wa brony team. Ye Bobo Siam fine ye bibi papa ni Yasikano and Konkon Kutia in Simoni ye ka ye de and ye nyam fast ruby ye Bobo Sia rough. Only little to show. We have a coastal line. Obi coastal line. A foreign attraction. Obi coastal line. A foreign attraction. And the Sikaneba. So people go to the Caribbeans just to walk on the beaches. But in your coastal line, your cockatown near fair too. Near King Kind newspaper. I just tell me okay. Kaku, esenzoni debio. Aze achi, it's then F4 ya dear no. The beaches near say no. Obi dear at the millions of revenue and the brain crew. Obi nsueni fe. Unsu hot chocolate. This is the nation we live in. This is the country that people are still following NDC and MPP. It's your right, it is your choice, I understand. But think and reason. Provoke the thought of the political parties in which you find yourself in. It's so sad. When the finance minister was sick, Germany, if your grandmother in the same address is sick, where does she go? It means party quarters. Now you're more modernized, better, fine than the hospital. Are serving the whole community. Are we people that reason? I will not say we are cursed. No. But I will say that the generation that came after the lives of the Kwame Nkrumahs are just wicked and evil. The generation that gave us the 1992 Constitution, they've just taken us for granted. And that is why some of us are not in a haste to shout and scream that I'm going to support a movement. Or look, I was here when Alan Kojo Chemantin spokesperson called me chief. Dr. Ren, we've seen your works. Chief Esenkabomodiana, Ebe joining. When I was telling Alan Kwesi to resign from the MPP, it was 2018. 2018, and I told Alan Kwesi because at that time, 2018, Dr. Induman showed me some document from this Japa book. I said, Papa, resigning. I'm for president in a mount. The man thought to say I was speaking gibberish. Today, he wants some of us. No, I'm not supporting anybody. I'm here to conscientize the minds of the Ghanaian. We will get there. And indeed, we will get there. Into today's Bible reading, Bible, we are open to Job chapter 14. Now, yanking kind a free verse 5. And the Job and the Bible reading, I want you for free. See, a person's days are determined. You have decreed the numbers of his month and have set limits he cannot exceed. We have days on this earth. You were married. I'm married now. Time that's all. I taught my father when he was telling me, Eja, what as layazo. I was telling my father, you should stop it. He was saying, maybe do me who be. I'm saying, oh, Jaja, they are chair. Party na ye deno, I come on, I deno. I dear won't come on, yes, in your mind. And I will cast us away. And it was true. The fact and the truth of life. And me too many, to me left her. It is only me. I'm being honest. Me, my big brother doesn't care. I don't know what any baby. So I am the only one taking care and responsibility of all the other things. He used to tell me. He used to speak to me. I'm telling you my real life story. It's not like somebody's own. I mean, I'm not here on the internet to fake to anybody because I don't know who I should fake to. I don't know you to. I've seen it all. I've seen it all. The good, the bad, the highs, the low. I've seen it all. I've done it all. In this my small, I've done it all. When you're charming, no cool. I'm being honest to you. So I don't see why I should fake. I don't see why I should lie to you that I drive Bentley when I take bus. I don't see why when I take train. Nah. I'll be honest to you. That is why when I come here and I'm talking to Ghanaians, I don't joke. I'm being honest with you. I've done it all. It's not a joke. My house will be here in the same estate. The next street is a hotel. I don't like in my home, but I'll stay in a hotel because I had the money to stay in a hotel. When you're charming, or because I want to do my things in the hotel. So listen when I'm talking and hear me out. I know how old you are, how rich you are. Nobody respects the Ghanaian. And then we are losing the respect that we once had. And it's all because we've not added to the gains of our forefathers. So we are losing it to the people of Rwanda. When it comes to cleanliness, people go there to see, wow, beautiful. And our country is a shithole. Oh, sorry. It's not me who said it. The president upon a time from America, Donald Trump, and the kind. And it's the truth and it's the fact. At what point in time are we going to rise up and smell the coffee? We said we shouldn't even rise up and smell the coffee. It's the truth of life. If we have something to do, let us do it now, not tomorrow. What are we waiting for? Who are you waiting for? Huh? We are not teaching the youth nothing. All what the youth today knows, Sakawa 419. I don't blame them. It's not their fault. Try more, bad things. Because we are not filling in the gap. We are not occupying them with something to do. What is wrong with us? I say, Obibe JHS. Now, or a young child, within the or a teenager, 13, 14, 15, nobody sorry anopa. Now the local community, or be making sure say police for a better to know the laws of the country, to become a citizen, a patriotic citizen. What prevents us? What prevents us? Said that teenager will go into apprenticeship. If we be in a area or if we need a carpenter, if we know about say, hey, most sorry anopa. When a person or a carpenter and registered, documented, the government will support EFO. What prevents us to do this? And carpenter, they will know something about how to nail something. To say how to use the hammer, how to use whatever. What prevents us? What prevents us is any crowd where we SHS or train university 2 years or if you baby. What prevents us saying enroll into the armed forces? I didn't see me no government is you and I abide a many no there. And yet in today try young of America for the Indian. And yet in today try young of Britain the Indians and there be a Britain no is your name Chamwachia. Would you know son Tessa? Into model no and yet in today trying young of UK dear chinchine time for America dear. Ufa now rename Boawa to Chine for Papano. I didn't see one. Creative minds, no. You're twatching. And they are done a tramo. And we. Generation Kwadani Maba one or TV swa. And you one more chile. And you one more. Because the devil will find works for the idle hands. And then the idle hand is why I no. A combat, you know. This is what Ghana has become. We were 20 years plan. Emani Kuru. O move. Call electrical cars. Oh, so there. Who is teaching you? So small way I became the teenagers and go into apprenticeship 13, 14, 15. Yamanin kwa efo wonko suya de pam. Onko suya etibo. Onko suya bibi. Skills is what build the Babylonians. Their skills, their talent. Huh? Yedi person obia eye susu collector. Obia be banker, banker eye susu collector. Wojije amanfo sika no de to bank won wa kire o de sika ne ye. Oye susu collector eno ano no. There is nothing you can tell me again apart from that. Eje sika no hweso. Sika no so kra nya on a printing, you be na printing free USA, free printing free UK, and no de be go Ghana. Ana wo hweso. Edi ano. O so ya no kwa wabo tie, susu na wo kokogye e. Enkantete ne afro mu susu. Oba no waje wo de no wa cycle ho. O so me ne so na wo de sika na ma wo. What are we teaching our people? Idea the actual world. No skills training and the cost. To far the northern region, the upper east, upper west, the western, the central, the Ashanti. Who know the cost? And then Kadano idea muti pim sang and the Banitimo on Nam Libya, a Banitimo on Nam Niger, a Banitimo on Nam a year friend is Dubai, a ban just said. The leaders are not thinkers. They are not visionary men and women. And then kwadano ato apete. Uko kitchen na nyama be na wumu no. Obi na manufacture, ade yentimi manufacture tre. Spoons nso yentimi manufacture de bedidi. Jisi yakra. Toothpick. Adua sensene ho. Twa ne nkete. Fa yi wusim. Jisi obi na kire yen. Intim kwadano mo 13 to 15 omkoya apprenticeship ni omo ya kire omo eyebone. Omo wie SHS or university 2 years MBA, yentimi nkyere wo mo eyebone. Ade. Pania de wo obi to obi yare ya ko wane pania yentimi nya pania. Aboba bebrebe na wo no metal no yentimi mfa nya bi. Eyebone. Yenkyere. Ade ne yembese ye be kyere ye nkwada. What is preventing us? Ana chinchina etwa yensi glass house. What Ghana a show bebrebe way. You want to live in a glass house. Enye Jimmy. Now we have the air conditioner bomb. Now we are working at the wall of Jericho. Eye and so no. Chinchina etwa yensi a friends a block there watermali. Meanwhile no, you bet me you so clay dey see there. Emu nyunu ko remu a. Encantity no na ye ma amene ne na nanamu ano mutim krem krase no na omo wo bibi efre no ayi efre ne sen ye no munsuo emu nyunyu aye clay pot ya na clay bu na ene ye de emu nyunyu ewia ne ba still emu nyunyu ice water fresh. What prevents us? Idea and see Yako university ni na wie kula. Anso ye wi ani aba beboabo aye ho ne ato ye hudi unemployment graduate ni atiti radio so ni ebisa ye questions. Anso ye dey ye jimiye. When you go to school, you acquire knowledge. Knowledge, no. When your information be, I say, would ye bribi, ye fan betne fee and to who unemployment graduate. Jimmy. Oko tech, Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. And so be car say the car say car engine won't mean mechanical engineer woni mo be no de akwa ko sika jetia. Na wo bi na wo tutu. Uko school emfaso no wo. Nti ade ne ma tech fo ne ko apprenticeship e what eye friend say magazine so ame no mo nkosua bibi kokompe ade ne yemfa ma wo mo nko ya apprenticeship no ade ne yemma wo mo tete kokompe wo certificates ya na ebetimi design broni no the design ne dey no the certificate by yes ohwe say nipa tuntum pa de sua bebre no a ofiri no say masters ofiri no say phd ofiri no de kokokoko sa because the more you chase it, the more no yesika e dey wo twan wa ya adwene ne yemfa nye bibi mfa moa ye ho. Let us not waste it because time, wait for no man. And if we want to build it, we have to be serious and respect time. And I'm sure, say, time, means, say, we have to fulfill a certain purpose. And that is why we were created. Because we have an assignment to fulfill for Mother Ghana. So that our women and our children will be proud of us. As it stands today, the black woman is not proud of the black man. As it stands today, the black children are not proud of the black race because we've not given them anything for them to be proud of. Ladies and gentlemen, within Eja in Vida, and I'm a according to Job 14:5, bede ubesi. Oba de enti na nimu nkyerɛ this week. Na toto ne ma yi. Se ne da meka no. So we take any decision. Consequences. Black people see, Inclusive has become millionaires overnight. Rather than investing in the universities to do the research, they invest in radio and TV stations and Maseratis. That's all. Anyway, Sebio, Okoto Wanoma, the grandfather, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. What you see? And I'm see. This week, whenever you think of taking a decision, think of the consequences, because consequences are more important than the decision. Yes, decision, birth consequences. I will leave you here. Have a great week.